Hi, Chloe here. You've got the noise of James in the background. He's actually mapping out, pegging out the position of the house that we are building. But I just felt the energy running, so I just wanted to get out and just do this short transmission for you. So do excuse the noise. You may hear this little digger going, a bit of tapping going into the background. It's a beautiful, beautiful spring day here. Gorgeous. In fact, right over Easter, which is a very powerful time energetically. It's really like the second rebirth, and the energies are just intensifying, right? It's getting more and more intense as we're now in eclipse season. We're building up to eclipse, I think, in 2 weeks' time. On the 20th, and that really is going to, eclipses are big anyway, but this is going to be to a whole nother level. So a couple of, I think it was probably a couple of weeks ago, I just had this intuitive hit that I wanted to hold a space for anyone who wanted to join me in terms of tapping more into our innate wisdom, our innate downloads, our connection to spirit, to the universe, like just literally becoming the oracle within, really. And wherever you are on that journey, it's supporting you to take it to the next level. So some of you may not even trust your intuition at all. And you struggle to make decisions, to take any action for fear that it's the wrong action, and therefore actually feel quite stuck or just don't trust your guidance at all. Others of you may already be really kind of clued in to your intuition, and so then for you it will be taking it to the next level. It'll be upgrading for that. So it may be opening more of your psyche, which is like the next level to your intuition, or even opening up a specific psychic gift. And so what this container is a 21-day challenge. I'm calling it a challenge, even though I don't really always like the name challenge, but I'm going to call it a challenge because what I felt very strongly was, this is about an embodiment, right? This is about creating a container that allows you to really embody, to anchor and embody your next level of mastery when it comes to your intuition and to opening up and using your psychic abilities. And so I wouldn't even say it's so much about the teachings, although I will be doing like little mini trainings every day, like just 5 minutes or something, just to keep that little nudge going. The most important thing is about you connecting in every day, having that container to do that in, and really opening up to your next step when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to using your psychic abilities, your psychic gifts, you trusting that, to then being able to take inspired action. It is so important now. And this is one of the things I've done a lot of work recently around manifestation. And actually what I realized was there's a precursor to the manifestation, and that is really essential to be able to tap into your own inner oracle, right? We've lived in a 3D world for so long that we've all kind of been trained to almost ignore those intuitive hints and nudges that we get from the universe. Or if we're not ignoring them, they're there, but we're just not seeing them. We're not seeing them for what they are, or we're not connecting the dots up together. Or we just don't trust We just don't trust what's coming through. And all of that creates like a stuckness around that. And so as we're now in the 5D and we're birthing New Earth more and more, New Earth is rising, what that means is that old way of, navigating the world, where it's all about, the logical and the rational and, doing things by the book, that's just not so relevant anymore. And in fact is what's going to really slow. Gosh, my God, look at those amazing clouds behind. Those are amazing. So I just see them. It's so much more, and the way you're going to get your quantum leaps, the way you're going to create so much magic and synchronicity is through following your intuition and through following your inner guidance. That's where the magic is. That's where that it opens up a portal when you follow your intuition. It opens up gateways into a higher flow state that you stop and you don't move into if you're led but via your rationale or your past. What we're needing to do is be able to open up to the universe, recognize the signs that come through, and then take the inspired action that we're guided to do. And that often takes a lot of faith and trust. For example, I'll tell you a big example for me was with this land here. I came and visited to have a look around this land. It was in 2015. I got no planning permission or anything on that. And if you don't know what England's like with planning permission, it's very, very strict. Like, you can't just build anywhere. They're very, very strict. You can't build on in open countryside, which is what this effectively is. And so, it was quite a lot of money for something that if we couldn't build on, we were kind of stuck with. But my intuition was just saying, no, you need to go for it. You just got to take that leap of faith. And that's what we did. And then it was another leap of faith to employ some very expensive architects who work solely on, the ability to get planning permission for sites that were in open countryside, and they were, like 10 times how much it would cost. Oh, Seven's found maybe a monk jack and chasing it. Yes, that this architect cost at least like 10 times more than normal. With no guarantees at the end that it would get passed, but it just felt right, it just felt the right thing to do. And he had to take that leap of faith, and so we did get the planning permission. So much in my life I've navigated and taken those leaps of faith, which actually gave those quantum leaps in my journey. Because I was prepared to step out of my comfort zone. And it does take you out of your comfort zone without a doubt. And I feel as this eclipse comes up and there's going to be so much more chaos playing out globally, one of the most sanest, I think, and effective ways to navigate everything will be through your intuition, through your inner guidance, through you connecting up and following what's coming through, because your rational, logical mind knows only such a small picture of what's truly going on. But this ability to tune in, this ability to connect up, is something that you have to cultivate, right? It's something that, if it's important to you, that you'll be wanting to place your awareness and focus on daily, so that you can amplify it and refine it. It's like a mastery process. And so over the years, that's what I've done. And so I've kind of built up a faith and trust in that process, you know, over time with really, really big things. But I remember literally, it must have been about 20, 30 years ago, I mean, I would just do simple things like I'd be driving along and I would just say, okay, which is the best way to get to X or Y? Should I take this road? And I would just follow my intuition. I just follow my intuition. So you can do it with really simple things and just build it up. And so that was, in a way, I felt, again, I was guided. I'm just going with the flow on this one, as I do with a lot of what I bring through. I kind of get a nudge and then I just go for it, even though, you know, I barely have an outline initially with it, but I put it out there, and then it's only in putting it out there that then I get the downloads. It's like I only ever get that next step. And then if I don't take that next step, it kind of just stops. It just, you're not going to go any further with that then. And probably goes to somebody else or something like that, because I've not taken the next step. And so the next step doesn't reveal itself. It's just one, you know, it's a process that I've learned to recognize in my life. And of course, you don't always have to take every single download that comes through either, but that has been the process that I have used, and through that obviously I've been able to build up you know, faith and trust in that whole process and that whole journey. But there is always a refinement, there is always a next step. And so in this 21-day challenge, we're actually going to start on the 11th of April, which is next week. I think it's next Tuesday, I think. So very soon. Oh, what she found? Little monk jack. It's okay, the monk jack's fine. It's faster than 7. Starting on the 11th. Now the 11th in itself, which I didn't really understand the full significance of until I just felt, oh no, we'll do the 11th. And then I looked up and I thought, oh my goodness, it's an absolute power day on the 11th. And so the 11th is a real mastery number, but it's also when the, I think it's Sun comes into Jupiter. I think it only happens once a year. And it's a real day of expansion, of abundance. They call it like a lucky day. And anything that you do on that day, this is what I found out, which I thought was so cool, anything that you start or initiate on that day has a great potential to have a lot of momentum and energy behind it. So it's a perfect day to start the 21-day challenge. And I will be doing a live to kind of kick it all off at 8 p.m. UK time, but actually most of the time, interestingly enough, I will be in Cyprus. Can you hear 7? She's like that's it. Oh no, she's still, I better go and have a, oh no, here's 7. It's another dog then barking, that wasn't 7. So at yes, I will be in Cyprus for a lot of the challenge. So I'll be right by the sea. It'll be really beautiful. And every day I'll be just dropping a little mini training, you know, like 5 minutes or something. You'll also have, you know, there'll be prompts and meditations, activations that I'll take from my temple library for you to be able to use. And really the container is there for you to do the work, right? So the prompts, the little mini trainings or transmissions that I give are just there to keep you keyed in every single day so that you can take your intuition, your psychic abilities, whatever that next step is for you, you can upgrade it. You can take it to the next level, which, with everything going on, I feel will be the best way for you to navigate, you know, this whole reality that's playing out, and be able to solidify more 5D, because 5D to me is about living in that state of not knowing. It's living in that state of following your intuition, following your inner guidance. It's not set, it's not static, it's not what happened yesterday will happen tomorrow, because in every single moment you are different, and it's tapping into that and tapping into the power of the universe, tapping into the power of your spiritual team, your inner guidance, your intuition, to co-create a reality that is beyond anything that you have right now, and to live a life full of magic and wonder and miracles and manifestation. And all of that will absolutely take you following and really being in that intuitive flow. So I'm really excited about it. I've never done like a sort of challenge like this before. I'm also excited because I will be in Cyprus, and so be able to do some, you know, the little transmissions from there as well, which would be really so nice. So nice. So if you feel guided to join me, don't worry if you can't make the live on the 11th, because that will be recorded. I'm doing it all in my private community, Inside Circle, so it's just a question of logging in there and you'll have all your material there. So it'll be for 21 days, and then I think I'll probably give you another week afterwards just to catch up at all, and then that'll be it. So it's literally just for that time only. It is $44 for the whole 21 days, but if it's 50% off if you are a Temple member, and you'll find the code inside your Temple dashboard. So I really look forward to sharing this magical container with you over the next 21 days. It's going to be so exciting. I think a big part of it will be the community, how, you know, and the sharing and the, you know, writing down and sharing your experiences and what's coming up for you. I will certainly be doing the same myself as well whilst in the container. I also feel, because I will be in Cyprus, and it's a very very divine feminine frequency there, and this really intuition, opening the psyche, is all around the divine feminine. So I do feel that's going to amplify everything that we do for these next 21 days. I do believe we'll also be over the eclipse as well, so it's going to be so much fun, and I do believe also very, very powerful. So it will be amazing. If you feel drawn, I'll put the link below. Take care, lots of love, bye.